Mm-hmm.
Boy, we in it.
Oh.
Boom. We're back.
Boom. We're alive.
We're alive. Very fortunate. We made it.
We made it.
It's Thursday. Thirsty Thursday.
Made it Thursday.
Yeah. Welcome back, everyone. We are on episode 114,
Oh, there
and
he
right
is.
now we're
Answer.
phoning in Charming Liars.
Hello.
Hey,
guys.
how's
How
it
are ya?
going?
Hello.
How you guys doing?
Good. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Doing awesome. It's Thursday.
Thursday rules.
Let me turn your guys' volume up real quick.
No problem. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
There we go.
1, 2, 3. Cool.
Gotcha. Loud and clear. There we go.
Awesome. So who do we have with us today?
It is Kiliyan and Karnig
Yeah.
from Charming Liars.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Thanks for coming on, guys. We're stoked to have you guys on.
Thanks so much for having us.
No problem. So, why don't you guys give us a little background information about the band?
You good.
Okay, yeah. Well, we're a three-piece, and our third piece is obviously he's not here, but two of us are from London, and I'm from California because I don't sound like I'm from London, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Terrible
Yeah.
accent I have when I do the accent. And yeah, we've been we just played a show last night in LA for our album release, and our album's coming out tomorrow called
Sweet.
Thought, Flesh, and Bones. So we're all amped up, kind of awaiting its release. You know?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. You guys releasing at midnight?
Do you know what the exact
I
time?
think it actually goes live for about 10 p.m.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Pacific time, 10 p.m. Yeah, so it's actually available a bit before midnight.
Sweet.
That's pretty cool.
Streaming technicalities that don't involve us.
So if you don't want to see it till midnight,
Yeah,
you can cheat.
Right on.
Yeah, I've been listening to your stuff all week. I'm pretty excited to hear the full length.
Yeah. I think we have maybe half the album's going to be
yeah.
unreleased yet.
Yeah, there's like 5 songs that was like 11 songs. About 5 of them are unreleased. So we just put out singles along the way and tracks in the lead up to the album release. So it's kind of, like as you gear up to that release, you put out songs. That's what everyone seems to be doing now.
Yeah.
I don't know if we agree to that, but I guess we did. I guess we did agree to it, but
We twisted our arm.
yeah, there's like so many ways that you can put out albums. Some people put out one song a month. Some people just out of nowhere just announce and put it out in the same day.
Hmm.
So yeah, so it's just about what's right for each band, really. So
Right. I think it's cool to throw out a few songs here and there before the full album releases. Gets everybody kind of
Yeah.
excited for it. So
incentivize them as well. If you could pre-order the album and you get the free songs, that's the only way you get them. It makes people pre-order the album, even though everyone pretty much now streams music.
right.
It's that iTunes incentive
To buy it.
to buy it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty good way of doing it. So, how'd you guys all meet each other and get the band started?
Well, me and Mike have been playing in bands for years back in England. We moved out here. We've had different iterations of the band, but we met Kiliyan in 2015, and so we have a lot of experience in the band. But this Charming Lies as it is now is about 3.5, 4 years old. So we met just through friends, and me and Mike back in England, we met through on I think it was through friends, but sort of like on a forum. It was a weird music forum. I'm sure that forum is gone now, but it was like a weird music forum, and he was terrible at bass. I was terrible at guitar. He looked interesting, so I was like, okay, let's make a band together.
What was he wearing? Didn't he wear?
I think he was wearing like pink Vans, and he was wearing pink Vans and a blazer. And I've never met this guy now. He's like leather jacket and like cool looking, but at the time that was like a cool look.
I remember when that was in.
Yeah, pink checkered Vans. I don't know if you've seen them, but you don't see guys wearing those now.
Right.
Yeah, so
I think I still have a pair.
you do?
I don't think they fit anymore.
No, but yeah. So we met them a long time ago, over 10 years ago in England. So we've been playing music for about that long. And
Nice.
Kiliyan's been in hard rock bands here as well. So it was kind of like it was a lot of good luck that we met at this time where we were both looking to do a bit more alternative kind of music, something that was a bit different rather than the hard rock thing, which we kind of all grew up listening to.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just by chance that we met. We both wanted to do the same thing at the same time. So
Sweet.
Nice.
What are some of your guys' like biggest influences or your favorite bands that got you into music?
I mean, I have a few, but he has way more interesting ones.
Oh, yours are pretty interesting. I mean, I grew up on a lot of album rock.
Mhm.
When I was like maybe 8 or 9, I found these dusty old vinyls and I figured out how the record player worked and I never looked back. But I grew up on one of my all-time favorites is Jackson Browne, which is he sounds nothing like Jackson Browne, but he's just an incredible lyricist, and I think he really sets the bar for what a good storyteller is. And then there are other artists that like I'm trying to think. There's a lot of some more modern artists like
Jeff Buckley.
Oh, come on. He's not really a modern artist, but I love Jeff Buckley. Who doesn't?
I don't know anything about him. Is he modern?
Maybe he was when he came out. But it's timeless, I would say.
27 Club?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if he passed away when he was 27.
Oh, okay.
But and then there's Third Eye Blind's another one of my all-time favorite, really wordy artists. How to say lyrically. So
he has a lot to say lyrically as well.
Yeah, well. Too many words.
Yeah. You got to see all the words that get left on the floor. Oh my god,
it's like a novel, isn't it? Yeah.
Nice. So what are some of your influences?
Hard rock music from 2001.
Some of it,
yeah, it's like it's really. I didn't have parents that made me listen to music really, so most of the people who are musicians are like, oh yeah, my parents or my uncle's record collection.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have a record collection, and music wasn't really a big part of their lives. So it was just like there was a station called Kerrang on TV in England. It was like the rock music video TV station, and I would just watch that once in a while. So it was like Papa Roach and Linkin Park and Blink 182 and System of a Down in that like 99 to 2002 era. That was literally when I started like listening to music and going to shows. So I didn't have any influence from before. Only now do I listen to like, I'll appreciate the work that like the Police did and U2 and CCR and Supertramp and all those. I like that now, but I never listened to it when I was younger. So. But I guess now is important, right? At least I got it in now.
Right.
So now if I write a guitar riff, I kind of might know, it kind of sounds like that band. But 10 years ago, I would never have known. Someone else would have to tell me that's a complete rip-off of CCR.
That's one of our favorite things to do on the road is Mike is very much in the same vein as me, where we listen to a lot of classic artists, and we'll like play something like off of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. He's never heard it, and it's amazing to see somebody who's never heard a Beatles song how they react to it.
I'm not really a fan of. I'm not a fan of. It's weird because I only listened to newer music at the time. I find it hard, or I found it hard listening to old music. Everyone's like, "Oh, the old records, so they were recorded." I'm like definitely a fan of the way new music was recorded.
Yeah.
So I never listened to the Rolling Stones. People are like, oh, the Stones, like the Stones in '78. I'm like, that means nothing.
Yeah.
To me, like I see videos of them now, and I'm like, holy crap, they're about to fall over. Like, it's like on the guitar, he's just like playing it like this, and so it doesn't mean as much to me as it does like the rest of them.
It means the world. Yeah.
Yeah. Like for me, like it was like the pop punk and like the new metal bands. They made me want to be in a band.
Sure.
And then as I've gone on, technically, as I've become better, I've started to listen to those technical bands that are from the 70s and the 80s and the 90s. But what made me want to be in the band was not any of those bands.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a different route, I guess. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. We all get to the same place. That's an interesting thing,
Yeah.
That's actually pretty cool. Like you don't usually hear people say they started listening to stuff in the 2000s and then worked their way back and listen.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, it was like, literally. I had Papa Roach, that album. The one with all the big songs on it. The first one they had.
What was that called? Was it Getting Away with Murder?
No, before Getting Away, we had like Last Resort and those songs. Right. I love that album. At the same time, I listened to Eminem actually, like his The Way I Am and The Real Slim Shady. So I hope you listen to those songs on repeats. And I didn't know anything before. Like even like bands like Nickelback at the time, they came out with those songs, and it was like, oh, wow, I love sing. I love the melodies and I love these songs. And I love the guitar tone of these songs.
Some big hits.
Yeah, some big hits. So
Yeah,
so
that first album.
That's what came to me and made me want to pick up a guitar. And I was given like a Jimi Hendrix guitar book. If you can imagine, I've never heard a Jimi Hendrix song. So the Jimi Hendrix guitar book didn't make any sense to me. You know, all this guitar tablature, and I was like, this doesn't sound like it should be.
Yeah.
Is this how it should be? Yeah, that's how the riff is. I was like, this is like sounds like a weird riff. I don't like it. I'm gonna go and play Chop Suey by System of a Down. I was like, that sounds better to me.
That's funny, man.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's hilarious.
I think like when System of a Down came out, they came out with the album before with that had Chop Suey on it and had like Sugar.
Oh yeah.
And I think everybody was like, check this out, and everybody could play it, you know, because the beginning was really simple. The whole song was quite simple, actually.
Yeah.
But
I mean, everyone can play it. I can play it I'm playing it in my head now.
yeah, see,
it's like the same thing. But that was what I learned. Like I had the tablature book for Toxicity.
nice.
And I had like Blink-182. I can't remember the name of it. Enema
of the State.
Yeah, Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. I had all those books.
Nice.
They must not
What
be.
a clever title, because it wasn't until I was a bit older that I fully understood what they were getting at.
You don't even
Right.
think about it at that
No,
age.
I was like
You
10.
don't, yeah, you don't care. You just like.
Yeah, I was like, oh, there's an airplane and some pants and a jacket.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
But those are that's what influenced me.
Yeah.
And I don't think you'd hear it in the music now, but
I think,
it's important to get to this point, right?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So where's the name Charming Liars come from?
It's not that. It literally, someone told us that we were charming British liars because we were trying to get out paying a bill in a bar. Yeah, because we're English, but you can imagine some people like, "Oh, you put on that accent? Is that really? Y'all really from England or whatever?" So you know, people just thought you lot are a bunch of charming British liars when we were trying to get out paying a bill, and we didn't know it was a band name. But it's not even that interesting. It's just this is what I think.
Yeah.
I think it's like the band name is good if you're a good band.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Band
Yeah.
name sucks if you're a crap band.
Yeah.
If Foo Fighters sucked, it would be the worst name of all time. The fact is they're like one of the best rock bands
Yeah.
of the last 30 years, and Foo Fighters is such a cool name.
Yeah.
But you know why? Because you see it written in like
Cool
30
fonts
30-foot
and-
letters
Yeah.
in a fucking stadium. Oh, can I say that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is the
Yeah,
internet.
you're good.
Stadium, 30-foot letters saying Foo Fighters. You're like, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, band names are funny because I always think of band names like tattoos. You know, you
Mhm.
get them and you're stuck with it. So,
Right.
you know, what you think is cool when you're like, you know, first starting a band is going to be drastically different from, thankfully, our band name. I like our band name.
That's good. I mean,
I wouldn't say it's like a bad tattoo, but there
Yeah.
are bands where I'm just like, that is an interesting name. Like, I mean, there's so many strange band names too,
Yeah.
which I think is the fun part about
and,
it.
and those bands are all like mediocre to lower level bands. So, like, that is a strange name and always will be. I feel like that's massive.
Until they're a huge band, and you're just like,
You're
oh yeah, that name is pretty cool.
Yeah, like 21 Pilots until like 5 years ago. Like 21 Pilots, that's interesting. Now it's like, oh, 21 Pilots, fucking cool.
Yeah.
Every
The-
arena in the country.
Yeah, the name doesn't make the band makes the name,
Exactly,
essentially.
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and
But that's how
really
we
cool
got
part
the
about it.
name.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a brain, like a Venn diagram and a structural way of finding out band name. It was just like we needed a name at the time.
I love it when people try to break that down, though.
I know.
When they
I
try
know.
and like, mathematically
That's-
come up
yeah.
with the right. I've got the formula for the
Yeah,
number
yeah,
one
yeah.
band, and it's gonna be this name because people like carrots and
Yeah.
stupid
It
shit.
doesn't work that way, right?
It's so dumb.
And also, Charming Lies is like interesting as an English person saying it.
Yeah.
You know, and so we didn't like different for you, I guess, because you're American. But when we meet fans on the road, we meet new fans. They're like, "Oh, I really like your name," and they're like, "Oh, nice to meet you." Like, "Oh, you're English? Oh, that's really cool. Oh, that kind of fits with your band name, actually." Yeah,
I
it's like,
think that English people are charming.
yeah. It's
I
like, "Oh, that
guess.
kind of fits with your band name. It's really cool. Okay, cool. Nice to meet you." So it kind of works.
Yeah,
you know?
no, it's very fitting.
Yeah, it fits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, that was a long.
No, you're
answer.
good.
answer.
You're good.
How much-
It's
How much
funny
time
because
do we have?
we always ask about the origin of the band name, and a lot of times it's nothing special.
Yeah.
Every once in a while we'll get one and they'll go like real in depth, and we're like, oh, was not expecting that.
So you guys have any shows coming up after your album release that you're gonna be doing?
We're in talks with a couple of bands, and you know, our team is negotiating right now. So there are a couple of things that are in the pipeline. We can't really say now, but they're hopefully going to be confirmed soon. So we should be getting out on the road, definitely in Europe and definitely in the States. So full national tours, supporting bigger bands, obviously, and the same thing in Europe. You know, supporting big European bands. So it's all kind of being put together. Nothing to announce now, but yeah, the plan is to go and play as many shows this year and get that album to as many people as possible.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You guys have a series of videos that are on the they're singles that are going to be on the new album, and they all intertwine together. They're like a 3-part series, right?
Yeah, our Spoon trilogy.
Yeah. What was the idea behind that? Like, did that just like, was that planned, or did you guys trying to? I know some.
Yeah, well, it was you know, after we'd kind of written a batch of songs for the record, we kind of looked back and we saw that there were certain songs that kind of went really well together as songs and sonically, and we thought it would be really interesting to create kind of a mini movie. Is essentially what we made, you know, and basically just take all of those, you know, kind of cherry pick the songs that we felt went best together and make mini movies for each of them, and kind of, you know, twirl them all together, and then that's kind of what we ended up with. We went out to New Orleans to do it, and we worked with this incredible director, Philip Lopez. Great guy. He really just helped us bring our vision to life. So, yeah, it was. When did we make those?
A while ago.
So it's so interesting to us because we kind of like backlog stuff, and I think the latest video just came out, and and it's really cool. The reaction's been great to see. A lot of people's questions kind of answered, you know, with all 3 of the videos being finally released as a whole. So
yeah,
awesome.
Cool. Yeah. That's pretty cool. I like when there's like a story with it, and like when the videos go together, and or even if the album has like a story to it, that's always pretty cool.
Yeah, you know, and I think it kind of just ties into like what we see a lot with records, especially with especially with a lot of pop records, is they're kind of like we were saying, usually it's a collection of singles and things like that. But you know, growing up on album rock, we wanted to make something that was just a little more of like a cohesive piece. So we thought it only fitting for the videos to kind of have the same thing, you know. And you know, we had done the live videos where we're performing, and that's,
which we do as well.
We do them live, and those are fun. But yeah, we do them live. For this, we thought, you know what? Let's not even be in the videos. Let's just make, you know, let's be absent from them and just kind of let them take on their own life. So that's kind of what we did with those.
Cool.
Awesome.
You have any more? What else do you have for?
We always kind of, we're on the spot kind of a little bit with a lot of the questions. Some of them that, you know, they're go-tos and we always ask, but there's some that we don't. But one that we like to ask is, you know, what's your guys' favorite experience doing a live performance that you can remember?
Definitely when the mistake makes the song better. Those are really, really nice.
Yeah.
That works out. But do you have any?
Sometimes it doesn't work out.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't. So that's where.
No, our live performance is pretty. We'll prep for a tour. We'll rehearse, and we'll have a live set. We'll have, you know, little tweaks that we can make, and we'll probably have a song or 2 in reserve if we need to take a song out. But we're pretty professional and serious about how we perform our set, and like I think with most bands, you need to play the set many times to get it to that high quality. So we try and not have any weird things happen during our sets from us. You know, like there's always going to be a slip, there's going to be a guitar that breaks, there's going to be shit that goes wrong that affects our show, and we get
Right.
pissed, and after the show we're gonna be pissed about it. But I think we have a couple fireball shots before we go on stage. Everyone's a bit loose. We get on there. We play the 35 minutes. We rock everyone's faces off, and then we come off stage, and I think that's kind of like how we want to do it each time. I don't know, it's hard to pick a moment where we're like, oh, that's the best moment of.
Yeah.
I think sing-alongs. I think.
Can you even remember anything when you're up there? I don't mean because we're super drunk or anything.
No,
I
but
just mean because it goes by so quick.
Right.
Yeah, last
Right.
time we did we literally did 65 shows in the second half of the year.
Holy
And-
cow.
A lot of them start blending into each other. The way I differentiate between cities a lot of the time is like where we eat or where we stayed or how we got into the city if we arrived late night and we had nowhere to sleep, or if we had this incredible diner next to the venue and then we remember the venue from that, or it's from a show that, oh, did you see that person passed out?
We've seen
You see
some
that
strange.
person who tried to get on the stage and try and grab the microphone and those kind of things. Like, we can remember those kind of things, but I think of like those events. I think of those shows from like how many people take out their phones and start filming the set. I always look at like the gradual like progression of the show itself, and a lot of the times I will think that a show is good or bad based on how many people by the end of the set are filming the sets. So you start the first song, and everyone's there judging, especially if you're playing Chicago, LA, New York, all these main cities. People are just judging. They just want to see their band that that they've paid for. They don't care about the opening band. So they're like this, the first song happens. Okay, you see a couple heads moving. Second song. Third song, you see a couple phones. Okay, you know what? That judgmental person thinks that you're good enough that he kind of wants to watch a video of you later on.
Mhm.
Or he wants to broadcast this song to other people. So like, okay, so that's cool. And then by the end of the set, there's always, play certain songs near the end are more kind of sing-along, are the songs that we think of are the best ones or the catchiest ones we'll play at the end.
Mhm.
So by the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th song, there are parts where we want the crowd to sing. And a lot of the time the crowd will sing, and whoever's not singing will film. And I started to see that with our song. We have a song called Soul, where people do that quite a bit because it's quite an easy chorus to sing along to.
Mhm.
And Kiliyan will try and get them to sing along, by the end of the song. And so I kind of will gauge a show, and I'll give it that rating based on how many people are filming at the end of that song. And if I see half the crowd is filming and singing along, then I know that we've pretty much made new fans.
Mhm.
Like 20 minutes ago, that guy or girl had no idea about us. And then by the end of the set, hopefully they're going on Spotify and they're following us, they're listening to our music, and they're going to come up to us and hug us and take a picture and make our day, pretty much, like make us the happiest fucking people. And we've done that, and we saw that happen in real time in the space of 30 minutes. So that's like a long-winded answer to your question.
That's a good answer.
No, it's great.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
So I guess then, do you have a favorite city you like to go to?
Favorite city.
I think it's different, the one that we prefer to play in and the one that we prefer to be in.
Berlin's great.
But
I'd say
yeah,
favorite city to be in, not just to play in, but like to visit.
To America. You're in America?
Oh man. Well, I mean,
Anywhere.
Yeah, it can be anywhere.
that's. I mean, there's.
What's a city that when you see all the dates, you're like, I can't wait to go there.
Yeah.
Usually, at least for right now, it's usually somewhere I've just never been. Like on the
Yeah.
last couple.
And we haven't been to a lot of.
I got excited over Little Rock, Arkansas, because I'd never been, and I heard the name, and it was cool,
what happened when we left?
But cities that are always really, I love Chicago.
Yeah, me too.
I love Chicago. It's a cool
I think that's
place.
yeah.
Probably up there for me.
Well, you got to think of that thing where it crosses of like great show meets great city.
Right.
Mhm.
yeah,
LA is judgmental. It's like great city, one of the greatest in the world. Tough shows. New York, incredible place, so much energy. So it's so exciting to get in there. You're in this hustle and bustle. You're prepping for the show, but it's a tough show, because people are so busy. People have so many things they want to do.
Right.
Shows aren't the priority unless you're, a massive rock band,
Mhm.
But Chicago is like that kind of middle ground where that's a massive city with like so many things to do, so many great people,
Mhm.
so many different cultures, so many music venues, so many shows. But still, you go and play a show, and it almost feels like a small town show.
Well, I think it's definitely the location. I mean,
Yeah,
think
it's
of
like-
Chicago,
Yeah.
like New York, LA, coastal towns, but Chicago's kind of almost slapped out.
Which kind of similar to, with like Minneapolis, Chicago, like down that middle area.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
With the big cities, where it's like it's great to be in these big cities with so much
St.
to do.
Louis.
St. Louis,
I
Louis.
love St. Louis.
Yeah, so the big city meets a great show. I think Chicago.
Yeah,
And then somewhere like in Germany where we played, I think, but
I love Berlin.
But to
Berlin
be-
was
but
great.
to be honest, every city we went to in Germany, every city was pretty.
They were all great. I mean, every city we go to, it's wherever we are is honestly our favorite place to be. I know it's a cliche, cheesy answer, but yeah, exciting places are usually the ones we have been to, or Chicago.
But we've been to most of them.
We've been to a lot of them.
I'll be honest. You said Little Rock, and I don't want to go. I don't like. I didn't. So the show that we did there was probably the only show we've ever done where we were supporting a bigger act. The whole crowd, the venue decided that they would keep all of their tables on the floor,
Mhm.
with their chairs, and good for them. I think they make more money on the bar. They sell food, fine.
Right.
Concession profits through the roof, great for them. It was the only show we played where everyone was sitting down on a chair.
It was weird.
Everyone was sitting down. I'm not even kidding. There was not one person standing up. And it wasn't even like a disrespect to us. They were just sitting down because
Right.
the chairs were there and they wanted to eat chicken wings, whatever. And we said a couple of things on stage that were like, I think one of us said, well, we're probably going to come out there and sit down on the chairs with you and we'll play the set from there. Our drummer's sitting down already. So the rest of us will just come and sit with you on the chairs. And then there was no sound from the crowd. It was dead silent.
Oh no.
Me? Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
And then
That's
I think
weird.
Mike, our bass player, said something derogatory or insulting about American education. Something. Which normal situation, because American education is just as good as English education, right? So
And we put this to the test because we always get into these debates. So we'll have meeting of the minds in the van, and we'll do trivia questions on, and usually our drummer, whoever we have with us, is American as well. So
But we live in America, so it's not fair.
we'll tally the points, and then they'll tally the points, and we came to the conclusion it was pretty even.
we don't want to get into the, American history and education now,
Yeah.
but at that show specifically, it was the worst show I've done in a while. And of course, at that show, everyone's sitting down for some reason. Technically, something about the gear is not right. That happens all at the same time. We're like, everything's frustrating. But we sold the most merch
Yeah, go figure.
out of the whole
Go
tour.
figure.
The most merch
Really?
at that one show.
That's weird.
We were just there, like, saying negative things. And then everyone was coming up to our merch table just buying T-shirts. It was weird.
So we came to the conclusion we should just be mean to everybody
Yeah.
all the time. No.
But honestly, like, it's weird. It has no reflection on the city, but you, like, think about Little Rock, and I'm like, I prefer maybe not to play there after that last show,
Yeah, but
So it affects you. The show affects
Right.
whether you go back to that city, even though it really has no, it shouldn't
Reflection
It shouldn't have no
of-
reflection.
yeah.
But that's why New York, it's like, if New York's not on the tour, it's not the worst thing in the world,
Yeah.
because New York's a hard town to play.
Right.
You don't know if people are going to turn up, and if those that do turn up, they're going to judge.
Maybe
So
a different venue in Little Rock. That seems weird that they had everybody sitting down.
the right solution to what we're talking about. And I think that we will hopefully play a different venue because the people were nice after the show.
I had fun.
We made the most money out of any night, and we played to like 10 times more people in other shows.
I mean,
So
yeah.
weird stuff.
That's
But
strange.
yeah, so Little Rock is,
The food was good though. I would probably be sitting down too.
yeah.
Now, if you go to a show, you come on. I mean, you gotta treat it like.
That's
a
one
show.
of the things we hate
Yeah.
the most when we get to the venue and there's tables and you're just like, oh no.
Then yeah.
And
Yeah.
the first people through the door, the ones who've been queuing for like 4 hours, they're tired. They've been queuing for 4 hours.
So they're gonna sit
They're
down.
going straight to the tables, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
We I kind of prefer not to have the tables there because we went to a show and we got the VIP section. They had tables,
Mm-hmm.
but like we just been on the go all day. So we sat down and we just ate before we got there. So we sat down and before we knew it, we were like dozing off.
Yeah, I fell asleep.
You are the people. Oh.
And like I was like, what is going on? Like, why is this happening? Like it's so loud that I shouldn't be dozing off, you know?
To be fair, I really wasn't that into the band. I went with you guys just to go.
Oh.
He's like excluding himself from.
And we'd been drinking and eating all day, so I kind of
you were
fell
day- you
asleep
were
like
day
this.
drinking.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Day drinking, man. I love day drinking.
We actually
but
made a show.
it puts me out.
We made a show
Yeah.
in Sacramento. That was worse.
Yeah.
We made a show in Sacramento.
But the funny thing is we'll play these towns once, and then like you said, it's funny. You play a different venue, and it's everybody there's your best friend. So it's but
Right.
it's hard when you're you're a traveling musician, because that show is like the only interaction you have with
the city.
because we don't get to go out and do things. So what occurs in that venue is just your depiction of everything. But like I said, we'll come back and we'll play another show and it'll be amazing, and then our opinion just changes.
Yeah.
So it's
That's the life of what we do.
yeah,
We
it's
don't have
like
time.
the only people we see is each other in a van, and then whoever is at the venue.
Yeah.
So
Keeps you coming back.
yeah.
So we have your single queued up, your music video for Like a Drug.
Awesome.
Yeah.
There's like the radio edit version, and then there's like the other version.
Really?
Due to Twitch guidelines, we can't really show the other version, but
There's not that many curse words in it.
No, it's the video though.
it's a great
You
video.
have a performance video and then a real
yeah.
All right,
So-
so you're gonna go with the real one, right?
Well, I wish we could, but
I've been swearing left, right, and center.
do what?
No, but that's for video. Not,
Oh,
not,
for the video.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, the music video.
Yeah.
So we'll be playing the performance one, but I can kind of figure what it's about. But in the YouTube notes, you guys are it's about addiction.
Yeah.
Because you have the phone numbers for everything.
You definitely have to. I think when you make, well, unfortunately in this day and age, I think there's a lot of that. There's a lot on that topic, and I think it's important to kind of have a conversation on it. But I think it's also important, to have those kind of those resources available. So
Right.
we definitely had to have those there. It was really important.
I mean, hopefully people don't have to use them and use that information, but I think when you have topics that are that touchy, and there's needles and there's, abuse and those kind of things, it's like, I think it's a responsible thing to do, is to have those numbers and those resources there for people if they need them.
And thankfully they're
Absolutely.
there,
Yeah.
Thankfully there is a place there is a number you can call. I think that's just, yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you guys are helping out with the awareness and everything. People need
Yeah.
it.
For sure.
Like, we can make a music video that doesn't mean anything. We could do a video just some bullshit. Someone running around. Oh, this is fun. This will get us a lot of views. Yeah, this is going to be viral. Or you can do something that makes a difference. In whichever way you think is right. And for us as well, we always say if we're going to put something online or we're going to make a visual or even music,
Mhm.
we look. I always think that when I look back 10 years from now, am I going to think of it fondly? Am I going to be proud of this? And I guarantee you there are a lot of bands that are putting out content now that when they look back 10 years from now, they're going to look back and go, what was I thinking? They look back at their photo shoots or look back at the way they looked, and they're going to think, what the hell was I wearing? What was going on with my mind then? So for us, and whenever we do something, even if like with the music, I think it's easy to follow trends, and it's easy to fall into the hole of like, everyone's doing this, let's do this. Because and it's understandable, because if you can jump 10 steps and grow a fan base in a year and do jump on that trend, then good for you, and it makes sense. But if you can do something that honesty will be close to you and you'll be proud of 10 years down the line, then I think that long term is a great thing to do. So the same with the music videos. And when I look back at that video, hopefully I don't look back and go, ooh, I want to watch that. But we look back and go, yeah, this is creative. It's done in a serious way, and at the end of it, it's to have a conversation. So I'm sure some people watch and go, oh, what is all this? Why is it needles? This is gross. I don't want to watch this. I can't watch this. But I think the majority of people, judging by the comments and from people that we've spoken to at shows and in general with fans, they watch the video and they say, I'm happy that you guys did that. It's not easy to watch, but I'm happy that you guys did that. So as long as that's the overarching consensus, then I think whatever videos we do, who knows if we'll do things that dark in the future, if we'll go a bit more lighthearted. But whatever we do, as long as the consensus is positive and has an effect, then we'll do that.
Yeah, and more people can probably relate to doing that than just making a silly video. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, it depends what the band, what the goal is of the band. It depends what the artist wants to achieve by doing it. If you need to get somewhere quickly, then you can't blame anyone for going into a trend or trying to jump on the back of something else. That makes sense, But who knows down the line if you're going to be happy with that.
Right.
So the way we look, the way we act, the music we put out, the videos we do, our live performances, we want to make sure that when we look back, we did the best and we're happy with how we did it, So that's important for us.
Yeah, for sure. You make a good connection with your fans doing that. I mean, people take you seriously. And
also, that the fans that you are making then hopefully are fans that are going to be there for life, And I think when you meet these fans, they can tell as well if you're genuine or not, when we meet fans on the road, we meet new fans that we make, when they're watching us and they're filming, a lot of those people come up to us after the show and they say hi and they want to take a picture. And we just, our videos are what we decided on the video. No one influenced us to do those videos. We have a manager and we have a team that support what we want to do. So of course they'll say, oh, do you want to have that many needles and you want to have that shot in there? That's pretty hard to watch. But they'll support the decisions that we make. And so that also is part of it, being honest and genuine and having a team that support you and will take your vision and try and get it out there as well. Yeah,
absolutely.
Oh yeah. Well, do you guys have anything you want to tell everyone before we let you go?
The album, right?
Yeah. Hope you pre-order the album, and if you haven't yet.
But if you haven't, you've already got another
got
$5.
Yeah. If you want to get a head start.
I would assume it's going to be on iTunes, and is there anywhere else? I mean, where else is it for sale at? And
for sale, I think I think it's probably Google. There's only 2 or 3 places that actually sell music now.
So iTunes, Google, the Google version, whatever it's called.
Amazon Music.
Amazon, yeah.
Amazon, and then obviously all their streaming platforms were on there. And tomorrow's the big day. Thought, Flesh, and Bone. Hope you guys dig the record and are excited to see us play it live in your town.
Hell yeah.
Anywhere we go. And if we do go, no tables. That's the
last parting. That's what we want to say to you guys.
No tables.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much, you guys. It was really nice talking to you. Hopefully we can do it soon.
You too.
Absolutely. Thanks for hanging out with us and taking the time, guys.
Yep.
Have
a good night.
All right.
Sweet.
So that was Charming Liars. We're gonna check out their music video. It's the radio edit version. So,
what was they don't like the?
Huh?
Twitch doesn't like the.
Well, there's some graphic things in there, but just in case, I didn't want to. I mean, we could probably play it, but I didn't want to take the chance and then, they take the video down or something. But it is on their YouTube page, so check it out on there. Check out, they all 3 connect. So It's a good little, series. And great music with it. So we're going to check out their music video for Like a Drug.
Alrighty.
It's very catchy. It's been in my head all day. Okay.
Rolling. Sound speed.
Why you gotta keep me waiting? Why you gotta keep on hounding me? Why you gotta dance my heartbeat to a twisted melody? When you gonna lose the interest? When you gonna bury me? When you gonna let my tide rope tip and induce that gravity? I'll lay with the enemy, and she's cold, cold, cold. She moves like a deity who turns me so, so. You love me like a drug, like a drug, drug like a drug, drug like a drug. You let me like a drug, like a drug, drug like a drug, drug like a drug. How you gonna keep me breathing? How you gonna keep those hooks in me? How you gonna keep my pulse awake with your synthetic empathy? I lay with the enemy, and she's cold, cold, cold. She moves like a deity who turns me so, so. You love me like a drug, like a drug, drug like a drug, drug like a drug. You let me like a drug, like a drug, drug like a drug, drug like a drug. Love me like a drug, sweeter the high, deeper the low. You let me like a drug. Your taste is of ice and it's killing me slow. You love me like a drug, drug like a drug, drug like a drug. You let me like a drug, drug like a drug, drug like a drug. Like a drug, like a drug. Like a drug, like a drug.
All right.
Dang.
Hot damn, that's a jam.
Yeah.
Also, just want to say thanks for the follow, Strawberry Gang.
Word.
We were, in the middle of chatting. Didn't want to disrupt didn't want to disrupt the flow. So, but definitely shout out to you. Thank you so much.
Yes.
So,
What's up?
yeah.
What's up? What's up?
What's up? What's up? Bang, bang. What's the hang?
So,
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Dude,
I feel like I've been getting beat with a stick
I know.
the past 2 days.
I got to work Saturday night, so
Ugh.
yeah, I'm off tomorrow. So, yep.
Ugh.
Yep.
Saturday night.
Yeah.
Why?
Saturday.
Why?
Well,
Saturday's my birthday.
It is.
It is.
You gonna party hard?
No.
No. Welcome to welcome to 31.
I'm not going to do a damn thing.
Nothing cool happens.
I'm sore and tired.
You wake up and you're like, cool. It gets to the point, like the older you get, it gets to the point where it's just another day.
It is just another day.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to do anything.
Not gonna lie, it was a lot cooler when I was a kid.
I'm just going to turn it into a day where I don't do anything anybody else wants me to do.
That's a good idea, actually.
Like, don't talk to me.
Well, I mean, I'll still talk to people.
I don't think I will. I'm
No.
probably going to watch Cheers all day.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Solid plan.
Just started watching it. I got all the seasons ahead of me.
Hey, keep it simple, right?
Mm-hmm.
See? So we got a little info.
Do we?
Yeah.
What we got?
Got a little bit of a little history lesson on this day in music.
Oh.
In 1970, in an interview with the New Musical Express, Fleetwood Mac's Peter Green talked about his plans to give all of his money away.
Cool.
Yeah. Good job. The following year, Green confronted his accountant with a gun after he sent him an unwanted royalty check. The guitarist went to jail briefly before being transferred to an asylum and was committed to a mental hospital in 1973. He relaunched his career in the 90s.
Wow. Don't give me that goddamn check.
I said I didn't want it. Give it away.
February 28th, 1984, Michael Jackson won a record 7 Grammy Awards, including Album of the Year for Thriller, Record of the Year, and Best Rock Vocal Performance for Beat It, Best Pop Vocal Performance, Best R&B Performance, Best R&B Song for Billie Jean, and Best Recording for Children for E.T. the Extraterrestrial.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Dang.
Yeah. So this week we're launching our revamped section of quick headlines,
Yeah.
giving you a little bit more information.
Even though I do love our vague.
Yeah, it was so vague.
Yeah, this is going to happen. We're not going to tell you anything else about it. I think it had its own mystique behind it, you know?
Yeah. Be like, Ozzy Osbourne is coming out with a DVD box set.
Ozzy Osbourne fell off his stage.
You have to get the rest of the information yourself. We're not going to do that anymore.
No, we're going to give you a little
Yeah.
bit more. Not the full, maybe not all the info. Just quick.
But a little bit more to let you know what's going on
Yeah.
with that headline.
And then you can take it from there.
So, yeah.
A little less clickbaity.
Yeah, a little less clickbaity, a little
It's
more
like we
informative.
were reading the clickbait titles to people,
Pretty much.
but not actually telling anybody
That's
about
what
them.
we were going for.
Yeah, but it made no sense.
We're all about clickbait. No, we're not. I hate clickbait. I hate when you're like, oh, that does seem interesting. You're like, don't click it.
I catch myself doing it all the
Yeah,
time.
I do it all the time. Then I'll like snap out. I'm like, damn,
God dang it.
stupid clickbait. So Warped Tour's #1 guy, Kevin Lyman, recently revealed that he tried his darndest to get the Ghosts Inside to play at this year's special 25th anniversary tour. Recently, the Ghosts Inside announced that the only date they'll be playing this year falls on July 13th in Los Angeles. Back in November 2015, the band were involved in a serious bus accident that claimed the lives of their driver and everyone in the other vehicle. Additionally, their drummer, Andrew, lost his leg. I'm not even going to try to say the last name.
Yeah,
Andrew
no.
lost his leg. As a result of the accident, all members of the band and crew survived.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
So Billie Eilish, that's how you spell your last name. Eilish?
Yeah.
Yeah. Has graced fans with the opportunity to purchase Coachella tickets, even though the festival itself has sold out. However, tickets seem to be going very quickly, as weekend one passes are already sold out through Eilish. I keep saying it wrong. The passes come in a special Billie Eilish bundle. In addition to the ticket, the bundle also includes a fanny pack and a bandana. I thought I said banana for a second.
Banana pack.
Banana
And you can put that bandana in the fanny pack.
and your banana.
Yeah. Banana Dana.
Uh-huh.
So former drummer of The Who, Doug Sandman. Doug Sandham has passed away at the age of 89. Sandham played with the band in the early years, back when they were actually called the Detours.
Nice.
The cause of the death is uncertain at this time.
Well, he was 89.
Yeah, so it's probably,
Probably only a few things.
yeah.
Watch, it's going to come out that he was like hang gliding or something.
Yeah, we're like, oh my God. Cool.
Why was he hang gliding? The Guar bassist Jameson Land, otherwise known as Beefcake the Mighty, has announced his departure from the band. Land took to Facebook to announce he would be exiting Guar to focus on his driving career and spend more time with his family. What is his driving career? Do you know? Did it say? Is he like race car driving?
I tried to find it in the article and it didn't say.
Oh,
It just said driving career.
maybe he's
Which you think it would elaborate on that. But hey,
No,
that's what we do.
we did not.
Bohemian Rhapsody celebrated a huge night at the Oscars, taking home 4 out of the 5 awards it was nominated for. Another surprise surrounding the incredible film came through social media earlier today as China announced Bohemian Rhapsody would be hitting theaters.
China, you crazy.
Yeah. It's quite a shock considering the country's repressive stance on the LGBTQ content, especially after a local streaming station censored part of Rami Malek's Oscar speech.
China's just silly.
Yeah.
I don't never know what's going on over there.
You don't, because they censor everything.
The former drummer of The Cure, Andy Anderson, born Clifford Leon Anderson, has reportedly passed away at the age of 68. According to NME, Anderson performed as part of the band from 1983 to 84. In a Facebook post, Anderson recently announced he had been diagnosed with terminal cancer. That sucks.
Yeah. Fuck cancer.
Right?
The ultimate supergroup consisting of Blink-182's Mark Hoppus and All Time Low's Alex Gaskarth. Simple Creatures are officially slated to play their first live set, coming hot off the release of their first music video for the latest single, Strange Love, and the announcement of an upcoming debut EP of the same name. The duo is now set to make their live debut. Download Festival announced 17 more artists for their June lineup, which includes Simple Creatures. If you go to their Facebook page, it says their genre is trash pop.
Nice. Who else is in the band then, if it's a supergroup?
That's just them two.
Oh, it's just those two?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Weird.
It's really good.
Is it?
Yeah. I was listening. I was like, man, Grant would like this.
Oh. Let me get my Spotify. Oh, speaking of Spotify, a little something.
Oh, yeah?
I've got our playlist that I made.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's got all the guests of the podcast on it, plus just like stuff we like.
Ooh, there you go. You've been talking about doing that for a while. Well, I mean, you did
I
it before.
started it, and I just hadn't updated it in a long
Yeah.
time, so I went back and updated it, and I think I got everybody that's been on
Nice.
the show in there.
Send me that link afterwards.
Yeah.
I'll put it up in our
I'll
Discord as
figure out how
well.
to do that. But yes, it is very up to date with all the bands, and then some bands that we like
Awesome.
too. So like, we can add more to it. Also, I don't know.
Heck yeah.
I'm trying to remember. It says how many. It said how many songs were in it the other day.
Since we're speaking of Spotify,
I don't know.
did you know that you can follow us on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram and Twitter?
I did.
We're also on iTunes and Google Play and Stitcher, so if you want to take us on the road, we'll be right there with you.
Follow.
Yeah.
I'll listen to this.
Also, if people don't know, if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to our Twitch channel for free.
Hot damn.
You get a tier 1 sub, plus you get one of our emotes.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you'd like to do that, help us out, you can.
Do it.
It'd be awesome.
So yeah, Bless the Fall has recently announced that Capsize will no longer be accompanying them on their upcoming summer tour. The news follows recent sexual assault and misconduct allegations regarding multiple members of Capsize. Capsize canceled their European tour, withholding absence after the allegations. Additionally, the band deleted their social media and allegedly parted ways with one of the members who was accused. Dang.
Didn't say who it was.
They got him.
Yeah. Some upcoming tours. I never know how to say this name. Is it Fever 333 or 333 or 333?
I don't know. That's
But-
a pretty high fever.
Yeah, they're probably dead. They announced the headlining spring tour dates.
Nice. Taking Back Sunday announced second leg of 20th anniversary tour.
gotta go.
We're going. We
Gotta go.
We gotta go.
Bring Me the Horizon announced spring tour dates in the U.S.
Nice.
Mhm.
The Struts, along with support from the Glorious Sons, announced new dates for U.S. tour.
New dates, new U.S.
Dates tour.
dates tour. Dates tour. Beartooth announced Canadian tour dates.
Neat.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't remember announced U.S. summer tour with support from Knocked Loose and Boston Manor.
Yeah.
That'd be a good show.
Fever 333. I'm just going to say it like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
Maybe it's Butts. Fever Butts.
Oh, yeah, it's Sideway Butts.
Yeah, maybe it's Fever Butts.
Yeah. Fever Butts. Fever 333 and Under Oath will be heading out on tour this summer with Alice in Chains and Korn.
Almost was a good show.
Yeah, you were like, oh yeah, oh no.
Animals as Leaders announced 10-year anniversary with support from the Contortionist. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it would be a lot cooler if they were playing Indianapolis.
Mm-hmm.
Anderson .Paak details new album Ventura and plots tour.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Some more music festivals.
yeah,
Oh, that's all. That's all the dates for that one. Okay.
yeah.
Rocklahoma Camping and Music Festival released its daily lineup for this year's show, featuring Ozzy Osbourne, Fever 333. I hadn't even heard of them until today.
I know, and they were just on tour with like Thrice and Bring Me the Horizon.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look them up.
Yeah. Like you got them all over this business.
Yeah, they're
today.
everywhere,
All over our business.
all over the business.
Was that Pele Royal?
Mm-hmm.
And more. The festival runs from May 24th to the 26th in Pryor, Oklahoma. Tickets go on sale March 1st at 10 a.m. with packages available Friday, May 24th. Shinedown, Seether, Steel Panther. Nice. Buck Cherry, Pop Evil, Fever 333, Lita Lord, Guar, and more. Guar will be there.
Yeah.
Saturday, May 25th, Ozzy. In this moment, Asking Alexandra, Tech Nine, Beartooth, Seven Dust, Hatebreed, New Year's Day, Bad Wolves, and more. I mean, I like Tech Nine.
Right.
It's just
That was a little.
it's a different kind. I mean,
Yeah.
he's pretty metal, I guess.
Yeah. He's pretty metal, I guess.
Just May 26th, Sunday, May 26th, Disturbed, Bush, Jackal, Blackberry Smoke, Blackstone Cherry, Avatar, Pele Royal, Ace Frehley, and more.
Oh,
it's
Ace
weird.
Frehley.
Tech Nine in the middle of all that.
Right.
It's like a metal rock
Yeah.
concert.
New metal. I don't know.
Tech Nine's pretty
I mean, Seven Dust is going to be there. They haven't really done much in like a long time.
yeah. I listen to Tech Nine all the time.
Yeah.
One of those albums pretty good.
So, Record Store Day is approaching.
Mm-hmm.
Which, nobody around here is participating. Only in Indianapolis.
What is it?
So you get like exclusive deals on things that are coming out. For example, we got a few here. So this year's exclusive limited edition offerings include the first ever vinyl version of The Black Parade is Dead, a 2008 live album from My Chemical Romance that was previously released only as a CD DVD package. The double vinyl set features 3 bonus tracks and, wait for it, a death certificate.
Oh. What's on it? I don't even know that.
It's from The Black Parade, the album.
Oh. I mean, I know this. I don't know. I mean, I know the song.
Yeah. Also, Woodstock 1994 is the recording of Green Day's historic appearance at the 1994 Woodstock Festival, with all the hits, Longview, When I Come Around, Basket Case, and 7 more. Rendered in better sound than any other of the clips you've watched on YouTube all these years. So that's pretty cool.
Wasn't Woodstock 94 like a failure?
Yeah. Yeah, and then what was the last one? It was like 99. Well,
Maybe it was 99 that I'm thinking of.
yeah, 99 was one we're like, yeah, we're not doing this again.
Maybe that was the one I'm thinking of.
Until 50 years later.
Well, it was about to hit Y2K. People just went bonkers.
Yeah, people were like, oh, God, gotta do what we need to do.
The world's going to end.
Yeah, I'm going to do whatever. Also, on the underground tip, Hopeless Records will be issuing 2 records in the series live from Maida Vale, named after the location of the historic British Broadcasting Company studios, where bands come in and record live. The 2 releases include a 10-inch of The Wonder Years, performing 4 tracks from their latest Sister Cities LP, and a 4-song 12-inch LP by The Used. That'd be pretty cool to have. The latter finds the bands covering Nirvana's Smells Like Teen Spirit and Linkin Park's Shadow of the Day. Also, Red Bull Records, didn't know they had a record company,
Oh, yeah.
will also be issuing... I mean, why not, right? I mean, if Pornhub can have one.
I always forget about that.
They will be issuing a 2-song 7-inch of Beartooth tracks, Takeover and Messed Up, recorded during the sessions of 2018's Disease LP. Other things designed to make your ears swell with joy and lighten your wallet considerably include a reissue of Queen's Eternal Bohemian Rhapsody on a 7-inch single, a historic live recording of American punk godfathers, the Ramones and Iggy Pop. There will also be a Foo Fighters 3-inch single of Big Me and 2 vinyl releases from Weezer, the recent Teal cover album, and a B-sides collection, Dusty Gems and Raw Nuggets. Candy Cane Child, a White Stripes single that that's 3 inches round and comes with a very own player. It comes in a Third Man Records blind box package that will contain 1 of 4 TMR, 3-inch singles, and a collectible poster. Those of you fond of the action figures and toys know the deal about the blind boxes. You don't know what you're going to get until you open the box. Record Store Day kicks off April 13th. The complete list can be found recordstoreday.com/special releases with participating record stores. You can find them on recordstoreday.com/stores.
So someone's doing it around here? Or?
None of the stores here.
I mean, an indie. I
yeah,
guess.
a bunch of them are doing an indie.
We should try. Is it on the weekend?
April 13th. Probably not. It's probably like a Tuesday or a Friday.
Well, yeah. We should try and go.
Yeah,
April 13th is Saturday.
Ooh, girl.
That'd be fun.
Heck yeah.
Go down, check it out.
Yeah.
Maybe find some cool stuff.
Cool stuff.
I haven't been to a record store in a long time.
Me either.
I always like to go and I have a bunch of old records.
I'd like to definitely expand the record collection.
I need to get my record player from my parents' house.
Yeah.
I just don't know where I'm going to put it. I have speakers now to use with it.
Do you?
Yeah, I got some little bookshelf speakers. Like little little studio monitor speakers.
Yeah.
They're nice little speakers. I don't ever use them.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Do they expand?
No.
No.
Nope. Normal speakers.
Normal speakers. Go gadget speakers.
Yeah. So vinyl now makes 1/3 of the money in physical music.
I thought this was pretty interesting.
For the third year in a row, the U.S. recorded music business in 2018 was graced with double-digit growth, mainly due to the boom of subscription music streaming, according to numbers released Thursday by the Recording Industry Associated America. The annual report,
Associated America,
report which tracks sales across digital and physical platforms, found that paid streaming continues to be the biggest driver of growth for the music business, while CD sales revenue for the 32-year low. I'm sorry, my eyeballs hurt. My entire body hurts.
I feel you. I had that trouble the other day.
Revenues from recorded music overall grew 12% from 2017 to 2018, reaching $9.8 billion estimated retail value. Streaming revenues comprised $7.4 billion, or 75%. That figure with subscriptions contributing to the bulk of that. Per the RIA, I should have just said Recording Industry Association of America. Revenue from shipments of physical products last year fell to $1.15 billion, a 23% drop from 2017, and CD revenue in particular fell 34%. CDs made $698 million last year, marking the first time that format has reported sub-billion-dollar revenue since 1986. Vinyl is the only thing that continues to be an odd bright spot, increasing 8% in that same period to $419 million, which is the highest number for the category since 1988. That means, by value, vinyl is now making more than 1/3 of physical music revenue. I really don't think CDs... I mean, CDs were better quality than tapes.
Right.
But there's no... I don't have any reason to buy a CD.
Yeah, I have like 50 of them just sitting around now.
Because streaming... I think you can get the same quality out of streaming.
I think it's a higher quality, honestly.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. You can at least get CD
like
quality.
compared to a CD, I think it's a higher quality because it's just like...
Yeah. You can at least get that quality over.
Right.
Like, it was a better quality than tape. And I don't know if it held more music when it came out. Like, I don't.
And you know what's crazy? It's still like incredibly expensive to get CDs made.
Yeah.
Like as like a band
Well,
or an artist.
There's lasers involved.
Yeah, like
Anytime there's a laser involved, it's going
Yeah.
to cost more money.
well,
That's just a known fact.
that right there. That's gonna make it cost more.
That there's a laser.
Yeah, that there is highly technical laser grid.
I don't think CDs were ever more convenient.
No,
Like, they scratch
yeah,
and
they scratch.
they skipped.
Yep.
And I don't know. You lose them under the seat.
Yeah.
I'd always fall. I'd drop it right between the
You're
seat.
like, damn.
Yeah, even
then
if
it's scratched.
even if it's in the case, because the case
Yeah.
is real thin and just drop.
Yeah, and then the
down.
case will just like pop
You're
open
cleaning
slightly,
your-
and then
Like 6 months later, you're
Yeah.
cleaning your car and you find a CD underneath your seat.
yeah, and you're like, oh, that's where that went.
Huh? I bought another copy already.
All right, I'm gonna listen to this, and no, I'm not.
That's why record sales were higher back then, because you
Yeah.
lose it and you have to go buy another damn copy, or you let your friend use it and you never get it back,
Yeah,
or scratch all the hell and you got to go buy another one.
right.
That's why. That's why record sales have declined.
So we, Brett and I, we went and saw Coheed and Cambria
Yes.
Sunday.
Who'd they play with? Anybody?
Maps and Atlases.
Oh yeah.
They were pretty good. And but you know, like we've talked about it before, like concert etiquette.
Mhm.
You know,
Okay.
so Coheed was amazing,
Mm-hmm.
always are. So, but like there was things that kept happening throughout the show that made it hard to enjoy. You know what I mean? So, like for example, to the right of me, there was like this group of girls, and they were just talking the entire time, like not even watching the show, just there, just talking. I'm like,
How do you have a conversation in the middle of
Right.
a concert?
and they're being like extremely loud, and I can't focus because it's just like, "Wah," you know.
Did you smack them?
No, I can't do that legally.
You're in the middle of a crowd. Just act like you didn't do it.
Yeah. Oh, mosh pit. But it's like if you're there and you're talking the entire time, why are you there?
I don't know.
Like they're not even like facing the stage. Half of them, they're all just like in a circle talking.
It's like those rude people that get a table and fall asleep.
Yeah, that was us. Dude, that was, I don't know how that happened. Day drinking
I don't know.
just caught up with you.
It did.
But you know, it's like if you're having a conversation and you need to have that conversation, fine. Go out in the hallway.
Go to the lobby.
Go to the lobby, something. And then people were like, we were probably like in the middle of the floor, and like, you know, right next to the soundboard. Because I'm like, that's where we're gonna hear the best sound. So, and then people were just walking in between, back and forth, the whole
hate that.
concert.
People
The
walking-
whole concert.
I hate that when people are trying to
They're
squeeze.
they're like holding up the drinks. They're like, sorry, 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 and then they come back through. They're like, oh, sorry, and they're like holding up 9 drinks.
I hate that.
It's like, just stay up there.
Yeah.
Like, how can you afford to buy $49 drinks? And that's cheap. It's actually like 12,
Yeah.
13.
Yeah. I can't stand people going in and out of the area.
Yeah, it's like, just like, come
Like,
on.
A couple times, sure, but like every
Right.
5 minutes, some dude's shoving into you.
Every 5 minutes. Literally.
And they just like run and like push you.
Right.
I'm like, really?
But aside from all that, the performance was amazing. It was awesome. From both bands.
Just 2 bands? That was it?
Yeah, that I was confused because I was like,
Weird.
why is there only 2 bands?
That's, yeah, usually you would have, you know, at least 3.
First band
maybe
played
4.
like 45-minute set,
Nice.
which was awesome because I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Maps and Atlases, check them out.
I feel like I've heard of them.
Yeah, I've heard of them before too, but like I never really listened to them.
Mm-hmm.
But Coheed, there was one thing, you know, it's like they have all their stuff set up. You know, we waited 40 minutes
Between bands?
between sets.
What?
Yeah,
That seems odd.
and that's happened before.
Is there like an issue maybe?
There could have been, but like
That seems
it's
excessive.
happening more and more every
Seems-
time I go to a concert.
Seems excessive.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just, you know, because there was only 2 of them, and I understand things happen, but like we're like,
That's a lot.
and it makes it worse because you're so excited to see them.
20 minutes maybe. but-
Yeah, that's what I was expecting. You know, everything's set up. They always sound check, but
yeah, that seems kind of strange.
when you're really excited to see the band, it just makes it worse because it's like it seems like twice as long. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but no, whatever.
Right.
Not a big deal. But
Cool.
yeah, it was a good show. The weather was crappy.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, naturally.
What's new?
So we got down there and we parked in a side lot. It was cheaper than actually buying the event parking. It was literally right next to the building.
Really?
Yeah, we just literally walked across the street.
Hmm.
And it was cheaper.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Old National Center.
Yeah. Fuck you, Live Nation. I'll say it to your face. So that's it for us this week. We'll be back Monday.
We will. Felicity.
Yeah, Felicity's coming back. They reached out to us.
Should I wear my Felicity shirt?
I was hoping you would. I wear mine, but it'd be a little tight. So yeah, Felicity, good guys, good group of guys. They'll be back on. We'll be talking about their new EP. They're getting ready to go out on tour, so they're gonna hang out before they head on tour, and we're gonna check out some music.
Hell yeah.
So we'll see you guys Monday. Thanks for hanging out.